Hello everyone, Jen Leonard, one of the Altenew educators, and welcome to the June 2023 Video Hop release. You will love this collection. We do hope that you subscribe to all of our creators here today and give them a thumbs up. Hello everyone, it's Jen with the Little Craft Corner, and today I'm going to be promoting Altenew's June's release of their new stamps, dies, and stencils. This card will include 3 of their new releases, so let's get started. Using Dark Night ink and the Journey Abroad stencil, I took the first layer of the stencil and adhered it to my mat using the Altenew satin tape. With their phenomenal blending brushes, and I mean Altenew has amazing blending brushes, so make sure you do pick up a set. I took the Dark Night ink and randomly started putting the ink down, which didn't make sense because I was covering the entire stencil. So that's why I sort of rushed through and created the entire layer. So be careful when you pull up your tape because you don't want to mess up your card or have any tears. And just look at that layer 1. Isn't it beautiful? Altenew creates such perfectly cut stencils, and this one is incredibly easy to align. So now I'm going to go into the second stencil with my velvet ink to create the second layer. And again, I'm just going over the entire layer, nothing fancy, smashing it on there, having some fun like kids and old-fashioned water paint. And there's my cat Poppy, who always has to make an appearance. For the third layer, I went into the Midnight Violet color because I thought with the violet and the velvet and the dark night, this was going to give me that Moroccan feel I was going for to really showcase Altenew's release. So when I first was thinking about this card, I was going to put in some green and then quickly changed my mind that it needed gold. And so to add gold, I wanted to do an embossing powder. So I took the stencil and put Versamark ink on the whole stencil and then covered it with gold embossing powder. And the trick to this, though, is you have to use enough cornstarch so that you don't get the powder stuck to other areas. So cornstarch is a must. I apologize for not showing the cornstarch trick, but basically, before adding the Versamark, cover your entire card with a cornstarch dusting, then use the Versamark, then your embossing powder. So at this point, and I'll be honest, when I make cards, sometimes I'm just winging it. That's just how I go in life. But I really wanted to showcase this gold, and so I took Altenew's gold paper pack and cut off just little bits of probably 3.5 inches across because I do have a slimline card. And I wanted to have a card that had another element of the Altenew's release. And I really was going for the embellished star die, which I loved. Right from the minute I saw it, I knew that this star could be used in so many different ways. But for this card, I wanted to use it as an accent piece on each side because in my mind, when creating this card, I was in sort of a temple, a house of worship. I just couldn't figure out what I was trying to go for, but I wanted to give a card of thanks. So I took the embellished star die, did it once in my die cut machine, and then I put it underneath each edge of the card, trimming off each end, and adhered it with a little bit of tacky glue. So you're going to have to cut off some edges, but that's okay. To finish off the card, I then took the Encouraging Sentiments hot foil plate set, and this comes from the Slice of Life ensemble. And thank you for everything. The font, I loved the font. I loved this entire collection. So I put it through the hot foil plate and then die cut it out. added it to my card as the finishing touch. So here you go, one card with 3 Journey Abroad stencil, encouraging sentiments, and embellished star die. And what's a card without a little more gold? So of course I had to add a little bit of sequins. So thank you for spending a few minutes of your day watching me to create this beautiful card for Altenew using their lovely June release of the stamps, dies, and stencils. This is Jen Leonard, one of the Altenew educators with the Little Craft Corner. Bye-bye.